I'm about to go deep on this, bro. I don't know what compelled me to go this deep, but I'm about to go deep on this. The power of Christ is compelling me. Ah! Anyways, since I can't just, continuously stop, I gotta keep on doing this before, this, that, and third. Anyways, to continue on to every single freaking thing. Wow. God is truly an artist, an architect, an engineer, and so many different freaking things. And yet there are so many other things, right? Like, how is it that so many people can have wondrous things happen to them? Because multiple things that have a 1 in a trillion, matter of fact, a 1 in a gamma frequency chance in happening, don't just happen every now and again. You feel what I'm saying? Like, especially with a whole bunch of humans, that doesn't just happen every now and again. There's a reason why something like that happens constantly. Because I truly don't believe in what's that word? Because I'm tripping over my freaking words right now. Not consequences, not condescending, not condensation. Coincidences. There's a reason why I do not believe in coincidences. Simply put, when there is a pattern that constantly happens, there is absolutely no freaking way that the same freaking pattern can happen repeatedly without there being a correlation thereof. And that is my whole entire belief on this, especially with my belief in God. There's a reason why I believe in God, despite me being mainly spiritual, because the things that I have truly been through, like, again, I've been in a freaking jail cell where I've seen a cross, and I've just went to, expel waste via ammonia, and I seen Jesus on the wall. Like, literally, matter of fact, Yeshua. I seen Yeshua on the wall, and I'm like, yeah, I believe. Yeah, at that point, that's when I truly became a believer. First was the cross, and then it was Yeshua on that freaking wall. And that's when I became a freaking believer. Because you just wouldn't show up for me like that. And really, I wouldn't even say that. Because there was a moment where he came in my ear. Well, them came in my ear and told me don't trust a specific person. Y'all know who I'm referring to. And I was right. You feel what I'm saying? And at that point, I'm gonna just keep trusting, because there's more than one way that God communicates with me. There's more than one way my ancestors, my auntie, communicate with me. And that's another thing. There's a reason why I just bounce back and forth between so many different things. All of them respond to me. And that's something that the normies don't understand. That's right, I'm calling you normies. You ain't a part of this. Well, yeah, you're a part of God, but y'all don't even believe in this. So, this a private party. You cannot get in because you don't mind. But anyways, let's switch back on it. Like, all of that responds to me. Like, if I know that it's something from my ancestors, or I get an inkling that it's from my ancestors, it's from them. If I know it's from God, it's from God. If I know it's from my auntie, it's from my auntie. Specifically with how she communicates with me. Specifically with how my ancestors communicate with me. Especially with, I'm not even finna say because I'm not finna reveal myself just yet. But especially with God and how God freaking communicates with me. Like, oh my freaking God. Like, y'all don't truly understand. And it's things like this that truly makes life worthwhile. Because I truly am not alone. I talk to spirit / the universe / God, and God responds. Like, that response. Like, when you speak to God and God responds, no matter how long it may take for God to respond, because you shouldn't rush this omnipotent being. Like, when God responds to you, it is such a beautiful thing. It truly is a beautiful thing, because that means that there is someone out there who is listening to you, who is actually showing you the things that you want in life. It's like me asking for a varsity jacket, but me ending up making this because God knew because that's too many types of grammatical errors, really. God knew me, and God knows who I am now, and he makes certain decisions accordingly. Double confirmation. Oh, God makes certain decisions accordingly, and because of that, God will allow certain things and will restrict certain things, and will allow certain people in and will take certain people out, so that when you see certain things and when you move to certain places, God can move through you. God can move through certain people to get the things that you want. And that's how you live a fulfilling life. You co-create with your author. You co-create with the author. You co-create. You don't fight against it. You don't just submit to everyone else's rules. You follow the author's script. And that's the script that you should follow. And in that script, it allows for freestyling. It allows for integration. It allows for improvisation. That's the script that we should follow, because it's true. The true path is freedom. The true path has always been freedom. And yet y'all never see that because y'all are stuck in a system that tells y'all have to work a 9-to-5, get a job, get a house, get kids, and then pass away without ever feeling fulfilled. And yet when God sets something on your spirit, you have to act on it. There's a reason why you have to act on something like that. Because when you finally get the things that you want, you'll discover that what you wanted wasn't really what you wanted to begin with. But what you got in return inside of here was something that you and God created. And that was that fulfillment that you truly desired. And that's beautiful. Like, that alone is beautiful. And you should never take that for granted. You should never take a day that you are alive for granted. Even if you don't have food, don't ever take that for granted. Because at least you're still breathing. At least you're still alive. At least you're still kicking. At least you can still be able to speak or comprehend or just be able to do anything enough to just complain. That complaining alone is a privilege compared to God and what God has allowed for all of us. Complaining is a privilege. Complaining is a privilege. And to any negative person who's going to twist my words with this one, don't you even think for a second that God's going to let you get away with that. Because complaining for y'all too is a privilege. Because there's a reason why we are all still alive, still breathing, still kicking, and are still on this planet. And we should not take this for granted. Sit with yourself. Sit with this spirit. Sit with God. Sit with the universe, or whoever, whatever you want to call this omnipotent being. But one thing's for certain and two things for sure. I am 100% full-on believer. And my experience proves that to myself. Not to y'all, but to myself. And that inner fulfillment, I reach that every day. Even when I don't have the things that I don't have right now. Even when I don't have the things I want right now. I know they'll come. Live your life to the fullest. Trust me. It's a miracle you're still breathing. As long as you can take that step forward, just one step, it'll be enough. Take the first step, and God will walk with you. Ashe, peace, adios. For the kisses. I love you.